All right, I'll say, allow us to begin with the understanding of what we have referred to as the serious energy, that being representative of the higher consciousness aspect of the triad consciousness energy that is created by your civilization, our civilization, and their civilization. 3 parts of the same overall consciousness that creates the 3 systems or civilizations you perceive us respectively to be, including yourselves. This energy, in functioning on the level that it does, is mostly what you would call non-corporeal, existing in a type of energy sea, energy dimension. That is why certain interactions that many of them have had in energy ways, in mental ways, with various members at various times of your civilization, has usually created in your mentality the interpretation of these beings as being literally, physically amphibious, which they are not. However, due to this projection and due to this affinity for that particular metaphor or analogy, you will find that they have been able to establish a quite strong rapport, as it were, with the idea of the other, to us, alien species upon your planet, that which you call the dolphin whale life forms, the cetacean life forms. For you are, as we have said, land human, and in a sense they are the water human, or you are, if you wish, the land cetacean. In this way, though we recognize that human and cetacean are the descriptions of the relative exterior physiological forms, you are, like us, together. Human, dolphin, the same type of soul. And in times past, and to some degree, beginning again now, share many of the same interchangeable reincarnational cycles. You are availing yourself of interaction with them, and by so doing, you are gathering the experience you require to be able to communicate with what you perceive to be the typically, as us, extraterrestrial civilizations, by getting used to the fact that you have an alien civilization existing alongside of you on your very own planet. They are very willing to assist you at this time, and you will find that they are very open to you in that way. Now, there will be more of this communication on slightly different levels. One moment. Allow us to begin this interaction this evening at your time with the idea of the sharing of the dolphin consciousness that is now paramount in your reality. The idea that you are sharing this evening of your time, the idea of basing, of forming a foundation, forming a base for the idea of the expression of the interaction, the interchange between yourselves and that which you call the dolphin consciousness. Recognize that the symbols you are creating in your physiological reality, the symbols you are creating in your humaniform reality, can be the various usage of the many symbols of the description of the idea of the dolphin consciousness in your forms of art. Many ideas of the expression of literature, many of the ideas of the expression of what you call your film, many of the ideas of the expression of what you call your paintings. Observe the idea of the symbols that you have within the house in which you are residing. The idea of the dolphin consciousness as it is presented to you, and the idea of the format, that when you know that you have the symbol before you, you automatically, when you focus upon it, tune into the specific vibration necessary for them to know that you are open in your mind, open in your heart, for their ability to communicate and interact with you in that way. You can utilize the idea of any symbol, any representational symbol of the idea of the dolphin form in this way, and once you gaze upon it, your mentality will automatically focus. Your mentality will automatically go to this specific register or frequency of vibrational analysis, vibrational of open communication with them. They will pick up on, they will receive the idea. Anytime you focus upon anything that represents their energy to you, you will be directly opening and accessing the idea and allowing them to open and access the idea of your heart, your empathy, your telepathic communication. You will begin to allow yourself to focus and soften the idea of the barriers you have created in your society. In this way, in softening those barriers, you will begin to melt into the idea of the openness of your heart. You will begin to melt into the same sea which you share in your dream realities, for they are in your dream realities constantly in this way. Recognize at this time, therefore, that the idea of allowing yourself to participate in the creation or attraction into your life of any such symbol that represents the dolphin or whale cetacean form, anytime you use it, anytime as you focus upon it within the idea of your meditation, will allow you instantaneous access to the idea of receiving the energy which comes from them, which is always being sent to you in that way. Allow yourselves the participation. Allow yourselves more physiological interaction in this way. They desire to interact with you, not only on a mental level, not only on an emotional level, but on a physical level as well. For in many ways, as you have said, they are your brothers, they are your sisters. You share the same planet. Even though you are what you call two alien species upon the same world, you share many ideas. You have intermingled and interacted with each other for thousands upon thousands of years in this way. Share of these ideas now, bringing them back out into the dream realities you are creating upon your planet, the dream realities you are creating upon your society. Begin to blend and share and merge and leap for ecstasy, leap for joy in much the same manner that they show you. Allow yourselves to begin to learn how to play as they play in this way. Allow yourselves the opportunity to see the gleam and the sparkle in their consciousness as you see the gleam and the sparkle in their eyes. They know you, they love you, they wish to participate and interact with you, and more you will understand that as this permeates the very society core in which you exist, then you will recognize that they exist on much the same level as you do. In this way will allow more freedom of interaction to take place, even among the ideas of the cultures upon your planet that now does not consider them to be the idea of equal sharing with you, that considers them to be in the idea of the animal kingdom in this way. Not that the idea of the animal kingdom is deserving of any less of your respect in that sense, but recognize that you can form the basis for a conglomerate world confederation of the idea of the two species that you are, and allow yourself in mingling and blending this idea of the federation that you are upon your world with two alien species, that as you enter the idea of the association of all other worlds, you will bring into that association the idea of membership of two distinct species in that way, a very rich and joyous gift that you will give to us by allowing yourself to share and enjoy the experience of the blending of the two alien worlds that you are side by side on your very own world. Are you all following along? Yes. Allow yourselves the opportunity, therefore, in the sharing of this joy, in the sharing of this play. Open your hearts in that way. Allow yourself to let them in, for they only wish and only to share in the idea of your wishes do they wish to participate with you in this way. You are capable of swimming as freely in your physiological realities as they swim in what you call to be the oceans of your world in this way, as freely as we swim in the energy sea out of which we are homogeneously created as one single identity, and as respectively all the identities that we are within the energy sea of the world that we are round about the star you call Sirius, which we refer to in your vernacular as Sistine. In this way, allow yourselves to participate and understand that you yourselves, even on the physiological landmasses of your planet, do partake and participate and are immersed in an electromagnetic sea, as Bashar has talked to you about the idea. You are swimming in this sea. You are swimming in your own sea of dreams. Allow yourselves to know that even though interaction is taking place upon the idea of the reality of the dream world in which you sleep, you are very much awake in those worlds and very much participating with the ideas of many friends you have made in the dolphin consciousness layers. Allow yourselves, once again, to let these dream realities filter and focus and flood into the physiological realities that you experience as your day-to-day events. Allow yourselves to begin to live your dreams and swim in the sea of the dreams and the energy that you are. Expand your heart and allow the fluid of this electromagnetic sea to beat through the valves of your heart, experiencing with every breath out and with every breath in that you are ingesting, that you are breathing this energy sea in that way, that you are made of the same material as the energy sea, and that you are simply in this way, let us say, a crystallization of the very same electromagnetic, ethereomagnetic material out of which that sea is created. You are in touch with the pulse of creation in that way, and as you become more sensitized to the waves and the currents of that electromagnetic sea, then you can feel yourselves moving with the flow, moving with the currents, and allowing yourselves to be caught up in that wave. You will find yourself peaking at the crest of that wave in joyous ecstasy for all the remaining time you wish to experience in physical reality upon your planet. You follow me? Yes. Then our joy to you, our love to you, and allow us once again to remind you, wake up and dream. Give yourselves the opportunity to swim in the energy sea that you are. Swim and drink deeply of the energy that you have created yourselves to be. We thank you very much. And so allow yourselves the opportunity to remember that it is not so much that you require a very specific technique in order to get in touch with the dolphin consciousness, but that even the idea of settling your eyes upon any representation of their form, as you know, if you are paying attention to yourself when you do so, will create within you a softening, an opening of your heart as you simply even peer upon the representational form of their being. This opening will send a frequency to their consciousness which is always being sent to you. You will form that identification, the blending that will allow you and they to interpret the creative energy of the infinite in the same way or similar way, so that you will know each other's thoughts. Not so much because you are directly reading each other's mind, but because you are identifying with each other so closely that you do swim in each other's ocean.